Very good morning to all. As per our Saturday's regular practice, today we have one another very important topic related with digital metrology and futuristic vision. We have with us Dr. Professor Sanjay Yadav. Everybody knows him very well. He's a distinguished scientist and a prominent figure in the field of metrology, measurement science in India. He is retired from as a chief scientist and head of physico-mechanical metrology division at CSIR National Physical Laboratory in New Delhi. He has led the physico-mechanical metrology division at CSIR NPL, where he focused on developing and maintaining national standards for pressure, vacuum, and ultrasonic measurements. He served as a professor at the Academy of Scientific and Innovation Research, mentioning numerous scholars and graduate science students in physical sciences and precision metrology. He was editor-in-chief of MAPAN, Journal of Metrology Society of India, published by Springer since 2016 to 2025. Under his leadership, the journal received accolades for his excellence and long-standing partnership with Metrology Society. His expertise spans pressure standards, biomedical, ultrasonics, sensors, and instrumentation. He has a prolific research contributions, having more than 500 academic publications, nearly 200 journal papers, 250 conferences, and more than 100 talks, and over 335 books and monographs. He holds approximately 50 patents and copyrights, several of which have been commercialized for industrial use, such as ultrasonic pulse, velocity testers, and calibration software. Received the Asia Pacific Metrology Program APMP Award for developing economics for his contributions to global metrology. Recipient of the Colonel G. N. Banerjee Award from the Institution of Energies and Engineers, India, and various commendations from the Government of India. He has represented India at the BIPM and served on the governing body of IMICO, International Measurement Confederation. Beyond his scientific work, Dr. Yadav is a creative writer and poet. He writes Hindi poetry that explores themes of spirituality, life's struggles, and patriotism. He also maintains a keen interest in Hindi prosody and grammar. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our request and delivering a talk on this very important topic, because metrology plays a very important role in everyday's life. We have with us our Honorable Shri B.N. Dikshit, our director, sir. Everybody knows about him. He has done a lot in the field of legal metrology. And today, what we are observing in this field, it is actually his leadership, his visionarship with which we have this level. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. I would like to request our Honorable Shri B.N. Dikshit, director, sir, to kindly speak 2 words. Over to you, sir, please.
And thank you. Very good morning, Ashutosh, Director Legal Metrology, Government of India. Dr. Sanjay Yadav, today chief guest of the programs. The today topic is also very interesting. Digital legal metrology is playing the very important role. So the digitalization of the metrology is very important. If you see, even on the declaration on the pre-packaged commodity also, there the QR code has been introduced by the Department of Consumer Affairs. People can see through the mobile all the declarations required by the consumers. So the manufacturers are giving all the declaration, even in the barcodes also. They are given in the words also in Hindi, English, or the local language. But the wherever the digitalization matter is there, that even on the pre-packaged commodity, you are finding that it is in the form of the QR code also. Wherever the measurement are concerned, so you know the base units has been prescribed in the Legal Metrology Act 2009. So all the base units measurement systems are in the digital systems. So all the things are on the basis of the Planck constant and all that very things. So those things have also been categorized in the form of the digital systems. The theory of the mechanical world is going to be over day by day. So it is converting into the digital forms. So even you see the measurement of the balances now these days the time of the mechanical balances has been gone there, and it is used only for the vegetable measurement and in the low, very rural areas and very suburban areas, beam scale and counter machine has been used. But in the most of the places, even in the rural area, you will find the electronic balances. The electronic balances are playing the very important role there. The way bridges are also, it is in the form of the digital indication. So there is the digital indications are there. Most of the petrol pumps are in the form of the digital indication. So digital metrology is playing the very important role in the measurement of the volume also. So for the speed measurement, there also the indication is the digital measurement is there. The temperature measurement you go, that also you will find it is in the form of the digital measurement. You go in any hospital, the things are in the digital system where it can be recorded in the computers and so many other things are the thing. So this way, the digital metrology is playing the very important role. The blood pressure measuring instrument, that is also in the form of the digital meter. So the Department of Consumer Affairs is playing very important role in the transferring all the system from the mechanical to digital systems. That way, the importance of the director legal metrology is very much, he is playing the roles as the chief technical advisor to the government of India for the league in the field of the legal metrology. That way, the contribution of Asutosh Agrawal is no doubt. He is doing the lot of work, and in his leadership, the many things are being developed. So you find the time measurement is also there. That is also in the form of the digital measurement. So this way the things are every way it is going in the form of the digital measurement. Even the files and complaints and all those things are also in the form of the digital measurement. So on the website, you will find how to do the things this way. So the mechanical type of things are being over there. There is the less paper job. People are interested online work and so many things. Complaints are also
लेक्चर
resolved
में हूँ भाई अभी।
on the basis of mail and other type of things. So today the professor and Dr. Sanjay Yadav, he is the expert of the today program, and he is the well-known person in the field of the metrology. He is knowing a lot of the things much more than us in the field of metrology, in the field of metrology. He will uh, describe us, he will provide the good knowledge to us uh, in the field of the digital metrology. So over to Astos Agrawal and Dr. Sanjay Yadav for this very program. Thank you everybody, sir.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your kind and motivating words. Thank you very much. You are always with us, and we pray that you can continue with us. Thank you very much, sir. Now I'd like to request our Dr. Sanjay Yadav to kindly share his views. Sir, after this presentation, I'll request you to kindly share me this PPT so that we can share it on our website. And the video will also be uploaded on the website as well as YouTube channel. Over to you, sir. Please.
Thank you, Asutosh ji, Director Legal Metrology. It is always a pleasure to talk in this seminar. It is a prestigious seminar going for many years now. And this wonderful efforts was initiated by Sri Asutosh Agarwal ji, and I am always have to have with us our mentor Dixit ji. He has shown us the path, the way we can move forward in India and take the metrology movement forward. And I request all of you kindly excuse me. I am today highly affected by the cold. and severe jukham today. So please excuse me if sometimes I have to have some cleaning process. So with this, now with the permission of Director Legal Metrology, I start my discussion on my PPT.
Please, sir. Please, please.
So today's talk, as he has mentioned, Asutosh, it's a digital metrology and futuristic vision of developing India, and a lot of things happening in legal metrology department. Dr. Dixit ji has already given you some gist of that what is happening in the government of India and especially the legal metrology department. So I always start my PPT with the quotation downward, which clearly says we find no sense in talking nonsense until and unless we have the measurements. So this quotation is very, very important for all of us. Before we go to the digital metrology, so let us have what is digital metrology. If you see the downward in red color, so you can clearly see the meaning of digital metrology. So digital metrology means real-time monitoring of measurements, predictive maintenance, and seamless collaboration between various measurement devices. So this is the actual digital metrology. So how the digital metrology and initiative at BIPM started? So due to the rapid development of global digital economy, imposes an urgent need and challenge for metrology for digital transformation. So BIPM and CIPM together establish a task group of expert group regarding the digital SI. And OIML was also member of the discussion, so it was the joint efforts. A shared vision of the group is to develop and establish SI worldwide agreed, uniform, unambiguous, authoritative, and secure framework of data exchange. In 2018, these initiative started, and at the time of COVID, the discussion and urgent need of digitalization emerged very rapidly. And in February 2021, the task group organized a virtual workshop, the International System of Unit SI in Fair Digital Data. The fair I will describe later on, that brought together a leading expert and group in digitalization related to metrology and data science to exchange transformation metrology as an important part of quality infrastructure of countries. In 2020, the OIML and BIPM jointly established a task group, and that group started working, and some good results emerged in 2022. So if you see this particular slide, so what is interaction and discussion going on? So digital SI, so it is basically digital WIM, vocabulary of metrology, and GUM, guide of uncertainty in measurement, initiated by CIPM, BIPM, digital KCDB, key comparison database in BIPM, and digital CMCs and unit conversion. All this has to, they had this option in mind to coordinate in on these aspects. And at the NMI's level, they have the digital verification system, digital verification conversion and verification system, and digital public certification conversion and verification system, and digital calibration certificates, reports, conversion and verification system. So this started with using metrology cloud, digital object identification, CA, and time stamping. So, Dixit ji has given you some gist of it. So how this happened? So it started with mapping, and Chinese English mapping was started for the Vim and gum ontology, and then specification, digital certification for public, and digital certification. So all this when comes, so you have to have some application and softwares. That applications are a laboratory calibration, testing and verification, remote calibration, testing and verification, digital calibration, testing and verification, and user friendly market supervision. And that could be through the machine reading, verification and actions. So how it works? The traceable chain of metadata model for measurement information is the core. It is the key to ensure that machines can read and understand the meteorological information. So this was the challenge. It is the counterpart of meteorological traceability chain in the digital world, which require compliance with both meteorological specification and IT technical specification, as I mentioned in previous interactive slide. And next thing was that the supporting software libraries and the tools to ensure that efficient and accurate conversion and verification of the metadata models for meteorological information, which require compliance with both the meteorological specification and IT specification. And the third important objective is the digital infrastructure is the basis for safe, stable, and effective operation of the traceable chain of metadata models for meteorological information, and supporting software libraries to ensure compliance with IT technical specification and information security specification. So, what were the efforts at digital metrology efforts at OML? Because you are mostly associated with the legal metrology department. So, digital metrology efforts at OML. In, as I mentioned, that those joint group was formed in 2020, and later on this digital task group was founded in support the OML in addressing the many questions and challenges arising from digitalization and investigating potential benefit for the organization of its members. So already at the first meeting, it was concluded that there is a need to develop a common understanding of basic vocabulary and terminology. In this context, it is important to note that the digital task group does not intend to work parallel with the other groups or project group and committees related to vocabulary. So instead, the group aims to summarize and complement the existing group at BIPM, and have the vocabulary for a strategic discussion for the role and challenges for the legal metrology in digital era. So, after these efforts, the OML recommended to have a few documentation. So there are several sources for term and vocabulary of existing OML publications. One is vocabulary in legal metrology, defining basic vocabulary in legal metrology. Another one is OML Guide 18, providing a list of terms and definition in OML publications. And third one, OML document 31, which deals with the software controlled measuring instrument. So these were the efforts. Now, what are the challenges in digital metrology? After all this, the challenges uh, initially I mentioned the foremost the challenge is the calibration and traceability, data management, software and firmware updates, and compatibility of data, And of course, the training and expertise to generate training and expertise, and that way, the legal metrology department is already making such efforts, and this conference is going on. And of course, for most of the country, the cost is one of the important issues or challenge. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Very
Okay.
well.
So
Please.
challenges in digital metrology start with the calibration, as I mentioned previous slide, calibration and traceability. So one of the biggest challenge in digital metrology ensure that the measurement taken by digital instrument are accurate and traceable. This requires the development of strict calibration protocols and standards that ensure consistent measurements are being taken. It is also important to have a clear chain of traceability for each measurement, which can be more difficult to establish with digital instruments. So, digital instrument or digital reading means not digital metrology. We have to move towards the digital metrology. Then comes the next point, data management. So digital metrology generates large amount of data, lots of data measurements taken, which can be challenging to manage and analyze. So it is important to have effective data management and analysis tools to ensure that measurements are accurate and reliable. Data security and privacy are also important considering in digital metrology. And the third and important challenge is software and firmware updates. So digital instrument often require software and firmware updates to function properly, which can be challenging to manage. These updates may be necessary to fix bugs or improve functionality, but they can also introduce new error or inconsistencies into the measurement. So we have to be very careful and always working towards the development and updates for these softwares according to the new knowledge generated. Then comes the training and expertise. So if you do not have the expert and people working in this area, your efforts are not perfect. So that's why this training and expertise generation is very, very important. And we that's why I'm also giving you little knowledge as per my understanding. The digital metrology require specialized training and expertise to operate effectively. This can be a challenge for organizations that do not have the resources to invest in training and certification for their staff. And finally, uh, cost. So digital metrology can be expensive, particularly for smaller organizations. So cost of equipment, software, training can be significant barrier to entry and may require substantial investment to ensure that measurements are accurate and standardized. So that's why our accreditation bodies, our enforcement departments like legal metrology, they have to have some certain guidelines or rules that due to this cost effectiveness, the agencies and these calibration labs should not avoid to adopt the new challenges of digital methodology only due to the cost. So in this direction, a lot of efforts have been made and are being made. From that, you see the left-hand side, lot of documents are shown in this slide. So these documents are readable. But how these documents can be digitalized? A little path was initiated by the joint group, and the PTB has played a very extensive role for designing the schema PhD. So these type of documents are usually found on paper, as shown in left hand side top. And in our case, it is a printed information about item under calibration and their instrument results. A printed PDF document is also an analog document. And last one, nowadays, of the documents are in disuse. So these were the main issues. So in a digital calibration certificate, what is it? It is basically a virtual document which can be understood as a document that provides information about an entirely, in addition to generating its reliability, integrity, and confidentiality of the data. So, integrity, reliability, and confidentiality are the main issue which you have to have in your calibration, digital calibration certification. So, that that scheme of things go from calibration laboratory data into XML and other alternative resources, and then generate digital calibration certificate. So regarding this management of data, you have to have the administrative data. So the essential administrative information for calibration, then measurement results. So store all information on the results of the measurement. The measurement and results data must have a value and unit. So ideally the unit is in SI units. And then we have the different type of command. All further information and files agreed between the customer and calibration laboratory can be inserted into this element. And regarding this final document, the element document contains the human readable variant of the digital calibration. So for detailed analysis, you can see the link I have provided downwards in the red color. So initially, I told you calibration laboratory have to generate some data in XML or alternative enigma, and then ensure the security of the data, and then generate digital certificate, and all digital data certificate should go to the data repository. So this is the flow of the digitalization. So in laboratory infrastructure, you have the measuring instrument and administrative data. So these can have from the instrument measurement results and digital SI traceability. So all this should be in a fair manner. So this fair is clearly defined. So data should be findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. So that's why this fair practice was adopted. Uh, Due to these efforts, several softwares have been developed by these various agencies, and in nowhere I can recommend any of the software because these software are available in the market. And being a meteorologist, I do not recommend any of this document, but you have your own judgment and use because these software involve a lot of updation and other things to update them. So one of them is Gauge Pack. So Gauge Pack is a popular calibration management software that allows you to create, manage, and track calibration certificate digitally. It provides feature for scheduling calibration, storing management data, generating certificates, and maintaining calibration histories. Another software is a Metcal calibration management software. This Metcal is another widely used software for calibration management. It enables you to automate calibration procedure, generate calibration certificate, and manage calibration data and records. ProCal V15 is a comprehensive calibration management software that include features for managing calibration schedules, generating certificate, tracking equipment history, and ensuring compliance with industry standards. Another is Kalman. So Kalman is primarily used for display calibration industry such as photography, video production, broadcasting. It provides tools for calibrating monitors and display accurately and generating calibration reports. Look, Matt, uh, that that is a calibration management software designed specifically for the metrology industry. It offers features for managing calibration process, generating certificate, tracking measurement standard, and maintaining compliance with regulatory requirements. So these are few examples. There are many others coming up, and there are many other software applicable available for digital calibration and certificate. The choice is on the user side. They can decide according to their requirement. So, role of NMI is application being used for digital calibration. So, in measurement and data acquisition, during calibration process, NMI perform precise measurement using a highly accurate reference standard instrument. These measurements are recorded along with relevant metadata such as environment condition, measurement uncertainties, and traceable information. So processing and analysis is very important. So required data is processed and analyzed using specialized software and algorithms. Each step involve performance calculation, applying corrective factors, and measurement uncertainty based on established metrological and international standards. Certificate generation. Once the measurement data is processed and validated, NMI generate the calibration certificates. Certificates basically include information such as instrument identification, calibration dates, traceability information, measurement results, measurement uncertainties, and any additional relevant information required. Digital signature and security, another important. So many NMI incorporate digital signatures or cryptographic technologies to ensure that authenticity and integrity of the generated calibration certificates. So digital certificate can provide a mechanism to verify that the certificate originated from NMI have not been tampered with. And then comes the storage and distribution. So the generated digital calibration certificates are typically stored in secure databases or electronic document management system. NMI may provide access to these certificates through online portals or by providing authenticated copies of the calibration services, users or stakeholders. So it is important to note that the exact process may vary among NMIs as they have their specific procedure and system in place. Additionally, NMIs often adhere to international standard peer review and guidelines such as ISO 17025 for calibration laboratories, ISO 17043, ISO 17023 for inspection body to ensure the reliability and traceability of their calibration certificate. These are some of the flowchart to make administrative data type like digital calibration software, core data, items, calibration laboratory, repository persons, customers, statement. All these can be categorized and formatted in administrative data type. Then comes the measurement results type. So from the instrument, you have the used method, used software, measuring equipment specification details, influence conditions, and measurement results. And in a used method, you can use a used method name, description, norms, rules, guidelines. And then in core data type, in core data type, you can have a country code like in MX, I used language, mandatory language codes, unique identifiers. All this you can have in this receipt data. begin performance date, and performance date, previous report. All this information can be made available digitally through these flowcharts. And finally, measuring equipment, you can have name, equipment class, description, description type, certificate, manufacturer, model, identification. So, and then you can have these flowcharts into a combined software. Uh, in measuring instrument type, you can have name, equipment class, description. Oh, that is repeated. So after this, I will describe a little bit about the role of metrology to ensure that measurements are useful and accurate. It is about to routine measurement. It concern the quality infrastructure for ensuring confidence in accuracy of measurement or adoption of technology. So SI is the only globally agreed system of measurements units. The SI define units of many type of measurement is necessary to ensure that our everyday measurements remain compatible. So according to the roadmap was designed, and the three drivers were identified. Number one is the well-being. So health, security, and safety of a growing population with involving social attitudes and values. Enterprises, digital innovation to increase prosperity, productivity, and growth, and also to enable equity, equality, and fairness. And then third one is sustainability. Without the sustainability, things are not up to the mark. So reduced human impact on the climate and management of neutral resources. So metrology will support a digitally enabled global measurement infrastructure, improve understanding of complex system, and give confidence in decision making. So how it will make this? So metrology will support a system-based understanding of the world. Metrology will support the growing prevalence of indirect, hybrid, and proxy measurements. Metrology will help combine data of different quality, provenance, and time periods. So understanding complex system is becoming more important as we try and manage our data on climate change, biological process, our growing interconnected interoperability infrastructure in order to develop and operate large multi-scale and multi-level models. So metrology mindset complex system can be analyzed and uncertainties assigned, even though many of the measurements involved uh, sit outside the SI. So metrology will give confidence in measurement making, decision making. So it will support decision made by machine learning algorithm and explainable artificial intelligence. Agile and responsive regulation will enable auto decisions even in safety critical situations. So metrologists will have responsibility for ensuring integrity and impartiality of data being used. So confidence in decision making will will be resilient on dynamic propagation of uncertainty through computationally intense model of algorithm. So taking advantage of increased measurement sensitivity, the seamless and secure sharing of data, increased computation power needs to be combined with meteorological framework and understanding. This will lead to better decision making and application of artificial intelligence and machine learning to new areas, therefore accelerating process of discovery. So finally, the metrology will support a digital enabled global measurement infrastructure, which parts of the measurement traceability chain will be shortened and therefore reducing uncertainty. Traceability to SI will be embedded directly into measuring instrument. And in situ calibration of sensor and local standards will be commonplace in a few years now. So definition of SI based units are now designed for easier access to end users. New digital knowledge management and dissemination tools will bring a primary standard closer to the end of the measurement chain and deliver a lower measurement uncertainty to end users. So digital and machine readable calibration certificate will enable in situ calibration of sensor and local standards, improving the origin of measurements and simplifying calibration chain. I am reading all these slides because I want to tell you that each and every step in digitalization is extremely important. So you should remember all these and understand these. Now, metrology will improve understanding of complex system. This is elaborated here. How support a system-based understanding of the world. Support the growing prevalence of indirect, hybrid, and proxy measurements. Help combine data of different quality, provenance, and time periods. So understanding complex system is becoming more important as we try and manage our control climate change, biological process, and our ever-growing interconnected and interdependent infrastructure. In order to develop, operate large multi-scale and multi-level models of complex systems, we will need data quality frameworks to combine multimodal and multi-scale data. By using a metrology mindset, complex system can be analyzed. That, that's why metrology and measurement metrologists are very, very important, because complex system can be analyzed and uncertainties assigned even through many of the measurement involved sit outside the SI system. Then metrology give confidence in decision making. How it's basically important for the NMIs as well as the regulatory bodies, legal metrology departments, and accreditation bodies. So metrology will provide support decisions made by machine learning algorithms and explainable artificial intelligence. Agile and responsive regulation will enable automated decision to be made even in safety critical situations. So measurement scientists will have to have a responsibility to ensure that data is being used with integrity and impartiality. So confidence in decision making will be resilient on dynamic propagation of uncertainty through computationally intensive model or algorithms, making seamless and secure sparing of data. And increased computation power needs to be combined with sound metrological framework and understanding. This will lead to better decision making and the application of artificial intelligence and machine learning to new area, therefore accelerating the process of discovery. Now I comes the focused area in coming years in meteorology, which is basically change in technology. Society and industry make constant demands on meteorology and measurement system. Were six advanced areas and technologies were identified having widespread adoption rate and safe rollout. uh, 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 Metrology index need to be developed using these advances. So these technologies are built environment, energy, food production, healthcare, manufacturing, and transport. Now, one by one, I will take built environment. So the built environment is undergoing a dramatic change, impacted by the fourth industrial revolution and now fifth and sixth. So climate change, resource scarcity, population changes, in ever increasing population and urbanization. Homes of the future will be embedded within a smart, sustainable buildings and structure, interconnected by sophisticated intelligent infrastructure system designed to support environment sustainability and quality of life. So future building will evolve from place of living and working in intelligent, efficient, and sustainable environments that enhance human health and well-being. and some of such buildings have already been emerged, and you can witness those buildings. So build environment will be connected, robust, secure, adaptable, and constructed sustainability will have the needs of the users at its heart. So measurement will ensure the reduction of waste and continual use of reuse of resources, also known as the circular economy. Help increase efficiency, reliability, robustness of infrastructure such as water, gas, electricity, transport, and logistics. Enable buildings and structure to optimize their own operation or configuration and adapt to the external environment, and support and increase the wireless communication technology, assistive devices, and needs of individuals. Then comes the second items, energy. So demand of energy will continue to increase as our society becomes more digitally connected and integrated, which will put pressure on our resources and security of supply. So increasing global tension and economic pressure for innovations. So energy production infrastructure will become increasingly resilient, robust, and efficient, as well as more decentralized and operating under new models. So that's why the energy will enable new innovative and low carbon energy generation technology. Next generation of low power, low loss electronic communication technology and computer systems underpin the development of evidence-based energy policies and regulation, and support the evolution of social value on sorry energy use, enable decentralization, maximize efficiency, and ensure AI enable smart grid infrastructure, and needed to ensure accurate and fair energy sale and purchase, and enable demand side response programs. Third one is food production, very important. So rising global population is increasing demand for food and water. Every expects more choice about their food, more efficient and automated food production, both through agriculture and manufacture of food substitutes. Another important issue will be required to meet demand. So food retail will be primary online, benefiting from automated and zero carbon delivery methods, with food safety guaranteed by sustained and smart packaging. Dixit ji also said some a little bit about packaging. So smart packaging is the mantra. So increased need for nutrients and functional tools to support diverse demographic and improve health will require engineered biology. So measurement will enable in food production tracking throughout the production and distribution system, help eliminate unnecessary disposal of food, increase the sustainability of packaging to support the circular economy, and enable sustainable efficient distribution, provide confidence in automation and process engineering, ensure food safety and crop resilience, and needed for control nutrition and function, and the design food to tackle diseases. Then come a very important area, that is healthcare. Increasingly aging population will create new demand on our healthcare system, apart from the our current generation, for technology, product, services to promote independent quality of life. There will be significant increase in use of wearable and implantable sensors to generate continuous, reliable, high quality data, which support data-driven models and AI system to make health-related decisions. So there will be a shift towards proactive healthcare with a focus on pre- predictive, preventive, and personalized medicine, which will be enabled by detailed understanding of health and diseases. Educated and empowered citizens will take an active role in managing their healthcare, supported by more decentralized healthcare system. So technological advances and digital revolution will support both physical and mental health in coordinated and innovative ways. So this healthcare system is metrology enable remote consultation and intervention through AI assisted diagnosis, telemedicine, remote treatment, and also to support responsive medical regulations needed for many factors to support healthcare decisions, the development of early warning and a real-time system for emerging health risk, needed to understand biological function and processes, needed to design and evaluate individualized interventions, and also needed to develop new regulations and regulatory processes to build confidence in new technologies. Then comes the manufacturing. So manufacturing will become more complex nowadays, and has become as supply chains become interdependent, digital and international throughout. So future manufacturing system will be enabled by a large variety of digital solution and integrate intelligent data-driven tools, which will result the full digitalization of manufacturing and sustainable resource management. So responsive and agile manufacturing system will emerge, which will use innovative and production techniques and rely on continuous measurement and productive verification through digital or virtual methods. So consumer will expect product and services to be personalized to their use and requirements, needs, and preference. So you have to tackle all these individual and personalized requirements. So measurement will enable development of materials by design, visualization, and product innovation through modeling. Allow new parts and product to enter service safely without being subjected to a physical test. Enable process analytics, help control manufacturing processes, enable rapid demand forecasting, and providing trusting data through digital certification. Enable a dear understanding complex material behavior, ensure safety regulations are in place, and allow confidence in their widespread adoption. Enable flexible and manufacturing facilities that allow multiple variations of product without loss of throughout. Support AI-enabled data analytics to extract value from securely shared consumer data, provide trusted information and confidence in the source, and finally provide logistical and environmental data to influence customer transport choices. And lastly, this transport system. So in the coming days and also nowadays, up to some extent, a complex, dynamic, and connected transport system will be critical for our economy and society. From moving people for work and leisure and goods as part of supply chain. So future transport solutions will be faster, safer, inclusive, and convenient. New mobility option will address the demands for aging population, rural areas, and disabled people. Sustainable population methods will be needed to support net zero carbon. Government of India is also giving uh, high priority on net zero carbon devices with significant infrastructure investment needed to encourage adoption new technology. Advances in artificial intelligence, digital and sensing technology will transform and management and integration of transport landscape. So metrology will help. It will enable AI and machine learning algorithm to operate interconnected and interoperable model for transport through seamless and secure transmission of data, enable test and validation of product and materials, and the development of agile regulations, help optimize and manufacture and recycling of batteries, and the adoption of alternative, less polluting, natural and synthetic fuels and additives, enable management of integrated energy storage and smart national charging grid, and support consumer choice and economics of new operating models. So one by one, I have addressed all these important six a focused area will be the future of digitalization in metrology. So where are we in digital metrology now? Very important slide. So nowadays, shift from artifact to digital data. So metrology is transitioning to digital SI, which allows measurement unit to be represented in machine actionable format. It's a XML or JSON. So digital calibration certificate, conventional paper-based certificates being replaced by machine-readable digital calibration certificates. This allows for automatic integration of calibration data into IT system. For example, the automatic correction of measurement devices. Implementation of FAIR principle, I have elaborated earlier. So there is a global push to make measurement data findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. Virtual metrology and digital twins, so very, very important aspect. So digital twins, virtual dynamic and models of physical systems are increasingly used to predict, stimulate, and optimize measurement in real time without damaging the product. So AI and sensor fusion. So machine learning and artificial intelligence are being integrated to analyze massive data sets, manage sensor networks, and perform predictive maintenance. So lighthouse manufacturing. The trend is towards autonomous measurement in production where processes are self-correcting and require minimal human intervention. Some of these aspects have been achieved and a lot of work need to be done in the near future. Key challenges. So in key challenges, though I have already made elaborated discussion there, but just to summarize, trust and reliable data, security and data integrity, interoperability and of the standards. So digital calibration certificates are being developed. So harmonize standard for machine readable semantic metrology data is the need of the hour, and some of these standards are being developed, and few are in a draft state, few are emerging. So traceability of network sensors, ensuring distributed sensor network are consistently calibrated and traceable to SI unit. Then skill gaps and workforce training. I already elaborated this. Validation of software algorithm and then high infrastructure cost. I have given you. So this cost can be little bit managed through implementation of advanced digital metrology. For example, 5G network, cloud storage, quantum sensors. So that requires significant financial investment, which can be barrier for a smaller organization, which had to be handled carefully. So now, government of India is also focusing on in this aspect, and they are pumping a lot of support for this quantum mission. Basically, in quantum mission, metrology is one of the important aspect where metrology is used for quantum technology, quantum sensing metrology, and then metrology of applications. So how these support vision of 2014 metrology plus quantum technology form a backbone for innovation lead development, securing India's position among advanced industrial nations from accurate timing system to ultra precise sensors. This dual focus strengthen sectors like banking, strategic defense, healthcare, climate science, and industrial automation. So precise measurement boosts consumer trust, trade competitiveness, and scientific excellence. So if you see this particular slide, you can find the per capita GDP in US dollar is increasing day by day. So we are we are a developing nation, and rapidly our economy is increasing. So nominal GDP growth rate 12% applied on base level of 21-22. So population growth is also one of the issue, but for your information, it is on the little bit on declining, decelerating growth. Means 0.01% after every 5 years. Used to base level, that is a good sign after 2022. Exchange rate, so deep depreciation versus dollar assumed to be 29% per annum during 2020-25, and improving at the rate of 0.5% after every 5 years thereafter. So data sources for this slide is World Bank data, and second advanced estimation of national income released by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, Government of India, and financial benchmarking of India for base level exchange rate. So very important slide for this our Prime Minister vision. 3D vision is demography, democracy, and diversity. So this is the vision for 2020 47. So indicators, if you see the per capita GDP, export, import, investment, and saving. So India is progressing rapidly towards 30 trillion economy, and it is achievable. You can see by this projections of these slides, it is achievable. So in quantum mission, as I said, main functions of this national quantum systems are presently R&D works in quantum technology are underway in US, Canada, France, Finland, China, and Australia, and India has also entered in this great mission. So duration for this quantum mission 23-24 to 2030-31. Nodal agency, Ministry of Science and Technology. Highlight of the missions are 4 thematic hubs in different domain across the country. Wide scale application ranging from healthcare and diagnosing, defense, energy, and data security. Whatever I have described earlier, those in this mission, strengthening of indigenous, building a quantum-based computer, help develop magnetometers with high quality in atomic systems and atomic clocks, support design and synthesis of quantum materials. So a huge boost to national priority like Digital India, Make in India, Skill India, Stand Up India, Startup India, Self-Reliant India, and Sustainable Development Goal. This quantum mission is very important and praiseworthy initiative by Government of India. So work by using the principle of quantum mechatronics, and including quantum entanglement and quantum superposition. So these quantum technology is the future. So I will now focus on with this quantum mission for parts in different area in metrology. APMP precision leadership. At the Asia Pacific Metrology Program 2024, Dr. Jitendra Singh, our Honored Minister of Science and Technology, highlighted India's leadership in metrology as fundamental for quantum innovation, industry quality, export, and Viksit Bharat 2047 ambitions. So, National Quantum Mission, metrology, what vertical metrology is one of the 4 pillars alongside computing, communication, and materials in the National Quantum Mission. So Department of Science and Technology aims to develop ultra-precise quantum sensors, that is magnetometers or atomic clocks with functional stability of 10 to the power minus 19, etc., for navigation, timing, and healthcare applications. So this is not required. So, as always said, metrology is needed in the fabrics of science and technology. Please understand, metrology is science of measurement. It is not meteorology, the science of weather. So please understand, meteorology can be possible, but not meteorology of meteorology. So this is very clear. So this is the fabric of science and technology, metrology. So man is measure of all things. This Greek sophist quoted this. So role and impact of metrology in global 2047, we are expected meteorological growth from 9% per year CGR. So that aspect by market size of 16.56 billion in 2021. And that drive rapid rise in hybrid and electric vehicles fuel growth in industrial metrology market. So that way, we are progressing towards 2047. Some optical metrology market, some growth for different metrological equipment from 2021 to 2034. So industrial metrological size is rapidly increasing. If you see the current rate in 2026, around 16 billion, it will go to the in 2034 at the rate of 9%, extremely safer conditions. So calibration service, calibration equipment and service sector is also increasing. You can see this line diagram. By 2022, the equipment increasing day by day. GDP, and then our population growth, 29% for population explosion in last 70 years. In next 25 years, it is rapidly increasing. 2047, some population and poverty line, which is supposed to be decreasing. So now, role of NMI in metrology. So no quality without quality control, no quality control without measurement, no measurement without calibration, and no calibration without accreditation peer review, no accreditation and peer review without traceability, no traceability without measurement standards, and no measurement standard without metrology. So metrology is of utmost requirement for national economic and industrial growth. It supports development of primary and reference standard and national system of measurement. It facilitates international harmonization and compatibility of measurement. NMIs are responsible for apex level metrology in their respective countries. So this is the BIPM picture. You can see this beautiful place. It was the palace of King of France. This building was donated to BIPM for their headquarters. Understanding the importance of this metrology, and this building is housing. So this I'm going to skip. So what is next? This few slides I will be concluding. The course of industrial measurement and technology ingenuity stand as a manifestation of humanity's persistent pursuits of advancement and optimization. Positioned at this brink of so-called Industry 6, the contemplation of forthcoming development, it elicits both excitement and complexity. So transition from conventional mechanical component to digital precision in metrology represent a noteworthy odyssey, yet the prospectus of future hold the potential to once more revolutionize the landscape of manufacturing. So advancement in gear technology, anticipates momentous advancement in the realm of gear. I'm giving one example only about this gear technology. There can be plenty of these. So the various nanomaterials exemplified by carbon nanotubes, graphene, exhibits the prospectus capability to transform the and landscape the gear design of manufacturing. These materials manifest extraordinary mechanical robustness, durability, distinctive molecular level property, thereby presenting the prospect of gear characterized by unprecedented lightweight, heightened strength, and enhanced efficiency. So digital metrology beyond precision in the domain of metrology, the forthcoming trajectory of measurement extends beyond mere precision. Anticipation with the context of Industry 6 is the adoption of metrology solution characterized not only by unparalleled accuracy, but also by an emphasis on real-time adaptability and predictive functionalities. Autonomous measurement system are underpinned by artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms are poised to become standard, enabling instantaneous data analysis, anomaly identification, proactive decision making, augmented reality and virtual reality have the potential to further transform metrology by furnishing immersive and intuitive interfacing for measurement, inspection, and quality control procedures. Integration of cyber physical system and AI in the futuristic era of industry, a thoughtful adoption of cyber security and artificial intelligence into manufacturing processes is expected. Smart factories are poised to dominate and function cohesively, leveraging consistency of machinery system, engaging AI process to augment production process, anticipate maintenance requirement, and dynamically adjust to evolving needs. So the collaboration between human and AI-driven robotics is expected to accomplish extraordinary level of collaboration. Additionally, the IoT ecosystem will undergo expansion, fostering connectivity among devices, sensor, machinery. So this growth will establish inclusive data sharing network, enabling advanced decision making in engineering field. So sustainable or eco-friendly in industry 6 would be sustainable. The manufacturing practices. Integration of the technology, renewable energy sources, eco-friendly materials would drive a shift towards more environment-friendly production process. Where metrology involves are expected to make a paradigm shift, enabling the formation of energy efficient equipment techniques and methods to minimize waste and reduce the environment impact of manufacturing operation. So challenging the ethical consideration, this is very, very important. So modern advancement of faster improvement in AI, robotics, and interconnected systems provide equal opportunity and challenges. This also give rise to ethical consideration. So challenges related to data privacy, susceptibility in cyber security, potential law. Hello. So this would enable us to strike a balanced approach in between. So past evolution of gear metrology is sprouting and simple tools to modern day cutting edge technology is a piece of clear evidence of human integrity. As we are at the gate of entering Industry 6, the futuristic vision of manufacturing process would provide more efficient and precise solutions for sustainable, adaptive, self-regulated ethical principle. Achieving such a vision require a considerable incorporation of technological innovation, ethical consideration, and unwavering commitment to leveraging these advancements for the collective betterment of the society. So India in 2014 vision of a developed nation at India is celebrating 100 years of independence, achieving global leadership in technology, manufacturing, sustainability, emphasis in Atmanirbhar Bharat. metrology as a key enabler in sector like defense, space, health, infrastructure, and digital technology. All this I have clearly defined. So metrology ensure Indian product meet international standard and enhancing trade, facilitates participation in global market through conformity assessment and certification, and then it encourages research in cutting edge technology like quantum computing and nanotechnology, support India's goal of becoming a leader in global innovation. So this I have already explained you once in one of my lecture. So thank you very much. This was I wanted to share with you about the digital metrology in India, how this is going on, and how we can work in coming years. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for this brief and wonderful information. It was one of the best lecture we have done so far. Sir, thank you very much. I would like to request you to kindly share me this PPT. And now I would like to request all the participants to kindly make their video on our and the mic off. All the participants, please, so that we can take few photographs for our social media platform.
युवराज जी नमस्कार.
हाँ प्रणाम सर, बहुत बढ़िया रहा सर लेक्चर.
थैंक यू कोशिश करते हैं सर कुछ
नहीं अच्छा
इंफॉर्मेशन दे सके.
बहुत बहुत कलेक्शन बहुत बढ़िया था.
Ahmedabad. Can we make all the participants panelists?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir.
Can we close?